Hey, hello, everybody. I thought there'd be a 30-second countdown timer, but that is not happening. So we'll just go ahead real quick and just share this room out, share the live stream so everybody from our networks can join in here today. Wow, we're already getting a good amount of reposts. So okay, awesome. How's everybody doing today? We have a stacked lineup of guests. You guys, Million Bit just jumped in. Okay, I didn't know if he'd join you guys. Now it's a party. We got Rex from Driven Labo, Rob Zombie from Treble, Kristen from Flannel Donut and the Film3 Festival, Jonna Standish from Zeitza Labs, and just so honored to have all these incredible guests here today. We all just got back from Summit. I know I just got home last night. I think Kristen got home today. So yeah, a lot of us are just, kind of settling back in after the event. And I wanted to take some time to just kind of recap everything, go over main takeaways with the community. Rob this morning did a Twitter space and heard from a lot of different community members. So definitely want to hear about that as well. And yeah, just here to, hold space for the community and hear what you guys took away from the event. And in no particular order, we can just go around. Maybe we'll start with some introductions. Okay, I got another. We got another guest joining in here. I see Team.
Oh no, that's me. That's Rob's. Once again, I got rugged. I got rugged.
One. Look at that.
I got rugged.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just put your name here. Awesome. And if everyone tuning in could just take a moment to tweet this live stream out just so we can share this with more folks. You guys, this is being broadcasted to YouTube, to Twitch, to X, and also on retake. So this live stream is actually on chain. How wild is that, you guys? So yeah, super excited today. I was going to pass it off to Kristen, but Kristen's video just went off. So Jonna, why don't you kick us off with your introduction?
All right. Thanks so much, Rachel, for even having this space today. It's amazing. So my name is Jonna Standish, and I'm with Zeitza Lab. I'm head of growth there, and I'm also a neuroscientist. And I love this space. Yesterday was just, the past weekend was just incredible. I still am thinking, was that just 24 hours ago? Because so much happened. I've never had the opportunity to watch, is it 32 or 33 films, Kristen?
That would be 32. Yeah, 32.
Okay. That was such an experience. The creativity, the inspiration, everything going on in that room was just there was so much energy and so much vibing going on. And it was a reminder, because I'm coming at it from a science standpoint and also a storytelling standpoint. And yes, crypto is about money and money is a story. But for me, crypto is so much more than about money. It's about community. And I loved seeing these past few days. Really, that just resonated. So that made me so happy. And to me, that's the message that I walked away with. If you're looking to create communities and connect with people, just know that crypto is not just about money. It's about so much more. So thank you, Rachel, and everybody on this live stream. It's amazing to be here.
Totally. And I just got to give you your flowers, Jonna. I started inviting you to come on the live streams. And I think the first one we did, I actually flew out to Florida for your book release event. And, we just totally brought together the laptop, put it on top of things and just made our setup in a hotel. And she just jumped in, you guys, and got so bullish on the base community, immediately. I bring her in on the first day. Then a couple days go by. She has a Topi PFP. She's got base things in the bio. Jonna, let me unmute you there. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying all thanks to you, Rachel. Really, that was just such a beautiful moment. And, to be able to do that, but also to co-collaborate and co-create Onchain Humans and Impact documentary was just a wild experience, a wild ride. It was so much fun. And more importantly, I hope that it's a message that a lot of people can resonate with. And so many of the films that were shown yesterday, it was all of them touched my heart in so many different ways. And so, yeah, I'm feeling my heart's full. That was just incredible. And Rachel, I don't have enough roses and flowers to throw at you, but please know they're all for you and for everybody here on this live stream.
Thank you. Thank you. And it's so cool when you bring in, like, I've known Jonna in the space for many years, and I honestly can call her one of my best friends. I truly love you, Jonna. And just seeing you come in, like, just kind of just trailblazing in the base community, like you've really taken off now working with Zeitza, doing, the documentary with me, Onchain Humans and Impact. We're going to have to come back and do like an entire, like, deep dive. I want to get through everyone's introductions, but so grateful you're here today. All right, and next I want to pass it off to the legend herself. You guys, we have Kristen here. I don't have a soundboard, but I'm doing a drum roll from Flannel Donut Film3 Festival. What does she not do, and when does she sleep? That's what I want to know. Did you get some good sleep last night, Kristen?
I'll sleep when I'm dead. No.
Okay.
I got some.
We got films like to create.
Yeah, I slept like a baby. I told Jonna, I'm like, so when I go to sleep at night, like regardless of whether there's a festival, it's just a regular day. Like there's an extra like gravitational pull that like like just like pushes me down into my pillow a little bit extra. I just zonk out, and then when it's go time, I'm awake. But speaking of trailblazing, you guys with that film was just incredible. Quick story for everybody. We announced that we were going to do the Film3 Festival. Jonna, Rachel, and their partner, Joshua with Zeitza Labs, they were just like, we want to do a film. We want to, just sort of like, we've got an idea. We want to run with it. We want to premiere it at your festival. And they did. And the way that they were able to just, and it was your first time too, Rachel, which was just incredible. And you as well, Jonna. So it was just sort of like, boom, like it was production happened, post happened, premiere happened, and it was a beautiful thing. And it actually inspired the festival to have for next year, we're going to do a Film3 hackathon, which is essentially like, all right, you have a handful of days to, crew up, tell your story, record it, post-production, premiere it. And I think next year, that's just going to be such a rad little thing that we can add to the mix. This year we just had it. Yeah, we held it for one day, 32 films. We had 36 submitted, and we just sort of were really pushing time. I mean, it was a long day. And in between those films, we had 8 speakers. We had Muse Brooker, who is directed Kevin Hart's.
Shout out to Muse.
Yeah, we had Emmy-winning Rob Shaw. We had Oscar-winning Suzanne Twining. Sherry McCracken was there. Cody from Your Boy Nancy gave an incredible talk, and who could forget Ebert? Like was just
shout out to Ebert. Yeah. Ebert crushed it.
Yeah, it was just such a great event, but it was a marathon. I mean, I was kind of getting concerned because it was such a long day. But man, the last film that was playing, there were 38 people still sitting in that beautiful theater space that Kevin curated for us. And people were hanging on and like deeply engaged. I was thinking, people might have their phones out or like just be getting tired.
Nope, they were not moving, glued to the screen, locked in till the end of the event. You know how rare that is with people's attention to like actually keep them captivated and engaged through an entire event. Yeah. And you guys, except for like, I'd say binging, like, different shows streaming on Netflix. I don't think I've ever seen that many films back to back. Like, but I stayed till the end, and there were so many times I thought I was going to dip out. I was like, man, I haven't eaten all day. But like, I stayed because, I also want to respect the creators, right? Like people put their heart, their blood, sweat, and tears into creating these films. And the least that we could do is stay there and watch till the end. And I'm so glad I did because, watching these kind of spark different things in you, emotions, core memories. Like, I don't know. I feel like very fulfilled from that experience and just very, very full. So I'm very, very grateful for that experience. Kristen, we're gonna come back around to this. And by the way, I love this photo here. I feel like this really kind of captures the energy of the event. Everyone was in a good mood. So happy to be together. So we'll come back and maybe we can unpack like some of the specific creations. But I do want to go around and intro our other guests here today. We got Rob from Treble, Million Bit Homepage, and Rex from Driven Labo. I don't have a particular order here. This is pretty off the cuff. Million Bit, why don't you jump in here? I saw you like so many times at the event. Every time I saw you, I gave you a hug. It was good to see you, man. Let me unmute you here.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so good to see you guys. Be able to meet IRL. Love seeing Rex. We hang out so much online, virtually, and collaborate online. But to be able to see him roll up in the driven Labo car and hanging out and revving the engine was something you can't do online. So really had a great time. Wish I would have had a little more time to hit up the Web3 Fest. Like you said, I didn't want to half-ass it, and had to this year I actually brought my significant other because it was such a good event last year that I said, hey, you should come too, and enjoy the hospitality. And so that came with a little bit of consolations of like, hey, we're gonna go cruise the city and some stuff like that. But yeah, my only advice to Rob and Kevin is, you might have to make the event like a week long. I know they already extended it to the hackathon and all that. And yeah, looking back, I wish I would have been able to plan a little bit more time to participate in the bookends of the event there. But next year for sure, we'll be doing that. But yeah, it's just a great time, and nice to come home and be able to, continue connecting with everyone and carrying forward all the collaboration. And yeah, definitely missed, Ebert's a good friend of ours from the community, and had a chance to chat with him. And yeah, really do wish I got to see that Q&A from him, but love what he's doing, bringing the professionalism.
Yeah.
There was a live stream, so you could watch it back.
Very good.
It's still up. Just so much charisma coming out of that guy. Like, he's such an incredible speaker, filmmaker. Go and find it, or I'll DM it to you. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. On where do people look to find that? On the Film3 Twitter account?
It was actually live streamed by Onchain Summit. So
okay.
Yeah, it'll be in that feed.
Nice. Yeah, I missed some of their live streams while we were there at the event, but yeah, I'll go find that.
Yeah, I'm looking for that myself right now, just so we can share that with our viewers today.
I'll drop it in the chat for you.
Okay, perfect.
Right.
Yeah, so Million Bit, I'll come back around because I want to hear like everyone's main takeaways from the event. But I just want to give you your flowers. Like, for those of you that don't know Million Bit, he has been a builder in the base ecosystem since the beginning, showing up for others, creating a space for the community to kind of have a landing page. And I feel like people don't talk about Million Bit homepage enough, you guys. Like, it's such a cool thing that he's built. You can put your PFP on this homepage, have your own real estate, link it out to wherever you want to go, and the community sees that you're there. And I just think it's a really cool concept. It's on chain. You can buy up this real estate before it fills up. And Million Bit, I think, like, I'm a big proponent of your project. I believe in the people, right, behind the projects. And I know who you are. I know how you show up in the community. You've been in Let's Touch Base for as long as I can remember. I think one of the very first people in that community. So I'm just grateful to you. Oh man, then we got guys, it's gonna be a flower fest. I'm gonna be handing all you flowers, so get ready. We got Dan here.
Well, yeah, thank you for those kind words, Rachel. Yeah, the Million Bit homepage is just a simple idea. It was something to get me into Web3 on chain, but it's evolved into so much more than I initially anticipated, and really it's just become an opportunity for me to connect with lots of great people in the base ecosystem. So I'm happy to carry, take on that role, and yeah, showing up to the event in a t-shirt of the canvas of the homepage. I wish I was wearing it right now, but basically just trying to do what I can to support the community of builders.
And you do it very well, man. And I was so excited to see your shirt because you're wearing a shirt that's showing all these different members of the community. I saw one of my PFPs on there, even the Let's Touch Base community. You could see, I don't know if I could scroll in here.
Yeah, and you guys were one of the first communities that I got plugged into when I got on chain. So
yeah,
very much appreciate that.
You, dude, as long as I can remember, you've been a part of the Let's Touch Base community. It was something that really came together very organically. Me and Bill started it, and just did it to create a place where people can touch base. It's not a call, chat, or community or anything. We seriously just support one another, whatever we're doing, whatever we're working on, checking in on a human level. I felt like that was very important and needed in the base community. So I'm glad to see it's resonated with folks, and it's still active to this day. So anyway, yeah, so Let's Touch Base is on there. You guys can actually click on this and join our community on Telegram. So pretty cool that this exists here, like this landing page. Jesse's on here, so many other projects, and we can dive deeper into the million bit rabbit hole. But I just want to show you guys how cool this is.
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's a bit of on-chain history, and it's a creative thing that the community makes their own, and it's just been fun to watch, be a part of.
Totally. And another thing I'll say with Million Bit is there's actually games too, you guys. I mean, I might have to come back to this because I'd probably just like be giving you flowers for the whole stream. But I love like all the things that you've baked into this, you know, the little break game.
There it goes.
So
yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
You know, so that's all the, you know, it started with that simple idea, but it's evolved and given me an outlet, a creative outlet to do lots of fun multimedia things like those mini games that are based out of the homepage. And as well as, you know, like the spaces work that we've done and things that are just fun. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience for me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to use that clipper tool from this live stream too and make clips from this. So awesome. Million Bit, we'll come back around. I want to hear what your main takeaways from the event were. But real quick, we got Rex here. We got Rob. We got Dan. I'm going to pass it off to Rex next. Sorry, I didn't mean to rhyme there. But Rex, you have been such an incredible just member of our community, showing up very similar to Million Bit. I feel like you guys have a very similar vibe where you show up, you support others. You guys are super chill. And Rex, I'm grateful to know you and have you in my network. You know, we've cooked on content. I mean, you're also someone like I feel like that'll just jump on if I'm doing a stream, a space. You're just always there. So grateful for you, man. And yeah, do you mind giving like an intro and overview of your project?
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I mean, you know, it means a lot coming from you. You're like a legend in the space, and so always happy to jump in anytime.
Thank you.
And you know, it's funny what you say about me and Million Bit, because everybody always says that we have like the same vibe, and
You guys have like a similar voice too. Like you guys
Yes.
kind of sound the same.
Yeah, we were joking about that when we met each other. We also both showed up to the event with sunglass swag. So yeah, it was like
Oh, I got my
I
my
gotta
little
I gotta rock
pixelated
them
sun-
then. You mentioned
Oh
it.
man,
so
you're gonna.
they're
I
gonna
feel
come
like
out.
I should go grab mine now, man. I don't know.
But
Look at
so
that.
yeah, I mean, quick intro to kind of keep things moving along so you can get to the next guests on the panel. But yeah, I'm Rex. I'm the founder of Driven Labo, and you can see here under my my name mentions Buster. That's our ecosystem token. So these are the Buster glasses I was handing out to everybody at Onchain Summit, and we're just working to bring car culture on chain. So millions of automotive enthusiasts out there, and we're doing our part to, you know, bring the blockchain to everybody.
That's incredible. And I love like the trademark like glasses you have. Like I feel like you're really building a strong brand around car culture for car enthusiasts on chain. And I don't know anybody else doing that. I feel like it's a really cool niche. You know, and such a thriving community. I mean, there's always like automobile meetups, you know, globally. That's like a global community that you're tapping into. So I think it's very smart and very uncharted territory that you're doing. So I've always been, you know, a proponent of you guys. And, you know, I have like some content now coming out. I got like an interview with you and Paul Walker's Ferrari, your Japanese base car that you brought to Onchain Summit. So yeah, just so cool to see you're bringing these like very rare collector cars on chain.
Yeah, I mean, I think that car shows and car meets, they happen everywhere, you know, every week of the year, and they're a great opportunity to onboard people. So, you know, we're launching our app inside of the base app in the next couple of days, and that will begin our journey to bringing, you know, all of the automotive enthusiasts out there into the base app.
I love it. Well, Rex, such a fan of what you're doing, and we'll come back around because I want to hear your main takeaways and, you know, calls to action for the community. But next up, we have Rob here, Rob from Treble. Then we'll kick it over to Dan next. Rob, you know, I'm honored to have you on here today. You did your big spaces this morning, so curious to hear, you know, a bit about you, your project, and some of your takeaways from the event. and space.
Hey, BM everyone, BM. Yeah, I'm Rob, Treble Rob Zombie, aka Gene Simmons from Kiss, aka Elvis. So if you guys have seen me
That's a lot.
at the event,
That's a spectrum there. There's a spectrum there.
if you guys have seen me out there, I was wearing the Kiss mask for the first couple of days, taking pictures, and then of course in the casino night, I had to bring the Vegas over there with my Elvis outfit, representing our brand a little bit with our AI agent that we're developing right now. But yeah, the Onchain Summit was epic. I love conferences. I love IRL events, where you work with all these people online all the time and you never really get to see anyone in person, let alone people that are building the same ecosystem. So this was honestly my favorite event that I've been in years. Over ETH Denver recently, over Token 2049, over Tech Expo in Santa Clara. I mean, this has been amazing. And not just that, is that every single person that you have a chance to meet at this event is a potential collaboration of some sort. Whether it's another DeFi builder, whether it's another automated, whether it's some other somebody who's trying to build automated tools, AI agents, or creators. And speaking of which, creators, so a little bit about our project, I suppose. So we're trebleswap.com. We were the first V4 DEX on Base, so which just basically means we allowed modular concentrated liquidity with various hooks to be used in our platform. And with that, we've been developing a lot of automated tools to allow people to have, single token deposits. We basically took the concept that Celsius and Nexo had, where people deposit one asset and start earning, but you don't really know what's going on with that. We allow people to deposit their asset into one of our vaults, Nitro Strategies, and then it actually starts to earn LP fees from either ETH USDC, ETH BTC, or one of our partner projects. We're actually talking to a few meme coin projects that we could basically do a strategy that would work kind of like staking, where the user deposits ETH and gets back just ETH. But basically gives people the freedom to use their crypto the way that Celsius was trying to, except for transparent, where you can kind of verify what the strategies are being used. But the cool thing, the important thing, why I was dressed like Elvis for this conference is we've been working on our Elvis on Base agent, and we've been vibing with this whole creator economy stuff going on. And one of the things we like to do with Treble is we like to take how things have been done already and put a little twist on it. So we are taking our own creator token approach through Elvis on Base. And right now, if you guys do join our Telegram group and tag Elvis, you can actually chat with our AI agent there, ask him any questions, ask him for advice. And then if you find him on Twitter and tag at Elvis on Base on Twitter, you can even chat with him there and ask him questions about bass, ask him questions about music and treble. But those are just the V1s, you guys. For the summit, we released embedded agent directly in our platform. So if you go to trebleswap.com into our app itself, you will see Elvis agent at the bottom. And when you connect your wallet to our platform, you're connected to Elvis right away, and you can tell him to do swaps for you with whatever tokens you want. Our platform does do full scale aggregation. We do have some of the best fees on Base. So you can tell Elvis to trade any token. If for some reason he's not aware of the token name, you can share the CA and he'll absolutely do it for you, because he's still learning. He may not be aware of some newer stuff. But the cool thing too is he doesn't just only swap for you. He can provide liquidity. He can provide things in concentrated liquidity and automated liquidity and our Nitro Strategies vaults. He can stake for you. He can convert our tokens, TREB and XTREB tokens. It's our governance token. He can convert them back and forth. But essentially, the idea is he can interact with any and all smart contracts available on our platform. So all you have to do is just say, hey, Elvis, can you swap some USDC for ETH for me? And he'll just do it for you, and any other token like that. So that's that Elvis aspect that's embedded. And we're actually very close to releasing a creator economy based around that. So picture something like Banker, Zora, and Virtuals all under one hood, with an embedded market maker that can come out of every token launch all at once. I can't really say too much about that, but we like the Zora tokenization, and we like Farcaster, but I think we all know that X is a pretty big force right now. And a lot of those big accounts on X, what happens if you could tokenize your personalities? What happens if you could tokenize alpha as soon as it's shared on there, and tokenize space, tokenize everything? Well, you'll be able to do that with Elvis Live as those things are happening. So stay tuned for that, you guys. But
very cool.
Did take up a ton of time so far, so I do want to pass the mic on a little bit.
Yeah, Rob, I'm super grateful for you being here today, and thank you for giving an overview. I think what you guys are doing with DeFi on Base is awesome. I just want to do just bring Bodhi on for a quick cameo. I know Dan got a little smooch from Bodhi at the event, which was a pretty rare moment. He captured it on camera, you guys. Hold on, let me stop sharing my screen here. This is going to be a very limited cameo, you guys, because he's ready to go. But yeah, just wanted to bring Bodie on. Bodie, you guys, he came to the Onchain Summit Film Festival. He was vibing. He was hanging out with everyone. You know, trying to look for scraps on the floor from the charcuterie board we we're all eating. But yeah, it was a good time. And yeah, Dan got a little Bodie smooch, which is a rare moment.
Yeah.
But we got
Thank
it
you,
on
Bodie.
camera, you guys. We got it on camera.
Yeah, on the post that I shared, it's, you know,
I'm
I
gonna
go to take a
find it
photo.
real quick so I can show you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. But you know, I'm taking a photo and all of a sudden I feel a tongue in my ear, and it's Bodie. I'm like, oh my. What an adorable pup. Like, you're so lucky. You and Dan.
I
It's
am
yeah.
extremely blessed. And full circle, you guys, I just want to share that my dog I actually have because of Onchain Summit. I got connected with a project called Aerobud. Shout out to Aerobud. And they connected me with the Berkeley Humane Society to do an adoption event. So, you know, I helped with a team I was on, and we helped with adoption costs for animals, and ended up finding my dog there as a little 4-pound tiny puppy. Went home with him, and now a year later, full circle, got to bring him to Onchain Summit. So I thought that was a pretty cool story. Like, you know, the fact that I have my dog because of this event. It's kind of nuts. Looking for this photo, Dan. Let's see if we can find it real quick.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Let's see. But yeah, if you want to just kind of introduce yourself, share who you are, your project, maybe some takeaways from the summit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
So my name is Dan Hendrickson. I'm the creator of a game called Gladiator and the founder of a company called Broken Reality. And the project that I built is essentially designed to give utility to NFTs in a gaming fashion, but it's my spin on it. So there's a break in reality, a glitch in the blockchain, and all of these creations get to battle in one arena. And oh, there it is.
Found the photo. There
Yeah,
it is, you
that was
guys.
the-
It was a very
the
rare
very
moment,
moment.
captured on camera there.
Yeah, it was a little awkward at first. I was like, is that really a tongue in my ear? I guess so. Yeah, that was fun. So my takeaways, you know, I gotta say, I've been to a lot of conferences, like a ton of conferences, but what really stuck out to me here was a few different things. First, the variety of activities that were happening. Like, anybody can throw a gathering in a bar, anybody can kind of, you know, try to serve some food. But I don't think, like, this was particularly special because the staff, you know, Kevin, Priscilla, all the teams, Film3, Pattern Integrity, like, there was a hackathon, there were parties, there were poker, there was, you know, the Film Fest, a concert in there as well. And all the while, I just find myself in the midst of, like, just surrounded by immensely positive people just looking to add value and build. What hit me the hardest was that everybody was cheering on for everybody else. I really got the sense that everybody was there to, like, you know, just wish success for each other and support them, like, through and through. So I felt like I was in the right space. I felt really welcomed, you know, like, this was my first on-chain summit. You guys made room for me, allowed me to set things up, and was just really overwhelmed by, like, the continual hits of inspiration I got from, you know, Ebert, and, like, even, you know, meeting Million Bit was super cool. Rex, I saw your car outside. It stops me in my tracks. I got photos in my blog. I hope that's okay.
Absolutely.
But, you know, I'm still actively processing all of this. And,
Same.
you know, Rachel and Jonna, the documentary was fantastic. Like, I'm still processing all of that. There was so much good messaging in there that it was like, just, you know, I had waves of gratitude, you know, multiple revelations throughout the entire trip. And, you know, I just give you guys a lot of credit and a lot of love. Happy to be here, you know, amongst such wildly talented and awesome folks.
Well, right back at you, Dan. Super, super grateful. I should probably tell the story of how we connected. I mean, this man, you know, we meet at NFT NYC. I think it was at the Pizza DAO event. I told him I was speaking the next day at NFT NYC with my friend Jimmy. Next day, he pulls up and is just there supporting me, you guys. He grabs his phone, he's taking pictures, he's taking videos, he shares everything with me, and is just one of those people where you meet and is immediately like, how can I support you? How can I help? What can I do? And it was so wild, to meet someone in that way at a conference. And, fast forward, we end up talking one day and I'm like, man, I really would love to find someone to help me build a mini app. And he's like, I build apps for breakfast. What do you need? So we created the Onchain Media mini app. I think he did this in a matter of like 24 hours. And you guys, that is the magic of going to these events. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know how that's going to expand your network, your support system. And Dan has just been a very shining example of like why I want to show up in the community, why I want to meet new folks. So I'm just super grateful for you, Dan, for everything you've done for Onchain Media and beyond.
Likewise, of course, of course. It seems to be a really good, just in general, you support other creators, you help people wherever you can. And I'm a firm believer that that stuff comes back to you. It's like, it sounds, fairly trite and, like overused sometimes, but I really feel that way. I've seen it, I've felt it, and, onward and upward. Hold on.
100%.
I feel out of place here. One second. I gotta put my
Oh, there we
on.
go. Wow, noggles. Are those black noggles?
Black noggles.
Whoa,
Nice.
those
There
are
we go.
really cool.
Although I
You
can't
guys,
see shit right now.
I got two of these. Got
Whoa.
two of these.
There we
Hey,
go.
Dan,
Up in the
Rachel,
glasses game.
I got two questions.
What's up? Go
Well,
ahead, Kristen.
Dan, you mentioned you had a blog. Is that do you want to share that, or is that what you said that you put the Lambo in your blog? Are you on Paragraph?
The
or where's
Lambo.
the blog from?
Oh no, I have one of those old school things called a website. You could
Hey man,
you
look,
could
What's that?
I just want to no one's paying me to say this, but Paragraph's pretty rad. I started a blog about
cool.
the Film3 just for our Film3 DAO on Paragraph, and I published I don't know, I think there might be 5 articles up now, and I looked the other day at $100 in my wallet from it. So it's
Wow.
Whoa.
cool. And it's to the DAO website, so it's like people, if they want to click on blog, it takes them right over to the Paragraph thing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Paragraph's not posted or paid me to say that, but it's been pretty cool. I've been a Substack user for years and years, and made the jump recently over to Paragraph, and it's pretty rad to see. And then Rex, my second question is for Rex. You got a car club, man. When I moved to Portland, I bought a 1980 Fiat S2000 Pininfarina, and it never ran on Thursdays, so I had to that was the thing. And then it only ran on Saturdays if I was driving in wine country. So if you got a car club for weird car owners, let me know.
Absolutely. I mean, building car club for everybody, Fiats and all.
Let's
What's it
go.
called?
By the way,
Fix it again, Tony, I think is what it stands for.
I just want to say, if anybody's got a blog or anything they want to share, I'll screen share and show what you guys are working on. Dan, I think this is really cool. I love how you have a picture of my boyfriend here too. It's also Dave Dan. Yeah, from the event. This is really cool. You got me buying merch with crypto, the poker table. This is really awesome. I see the car here. So cool. And Kristen,
thanks.
I'd love to share your blog as well.
I'll dig it up for you.
Yeah, we'll go around here. So yeah, just to kind of now we're through all the introductions. So just want to hear from each of you, what your main takeaways were. Kind of what the road, we did all these spaces, road to Onchain Summit for so many months. Now the road from Onchain Summit, what does that look like after the event for you guys? Maybe we could start with Rob.
Yeah. So I mean, thanks for calling me first here. No, I'm looking forward to the next one already. Honestly, I'm flabbergasted by how well I was able to make a lot of connections this time around. Normally, if I go to, a big conference like ETH Denver, I'll walk out with maybe with like 5 to 10 new groups, and you feel good about it because you met 5 to 10 people that are building within your ecosystem. This time around, you're able to really meet up with everybody who's on the same chain you are, but not just that, everyone who's actually passionate. And it wasn't just devs talking about boring dev stuff. It wasn't just creators that didn't really know how DeFi worked. It was a little bit of everybody, and everyone was interested in tokenizing something. Everyone was interested in furthering blockchain in their own region. I spent a lot of time actually talking to Kevin about wanting to do regional events in St. Louis and Chicago. I live in a small town in Illinois between both of those cities, and I want to be able to do stuff with this team. Anybody, and I've been talking to Base Collective with Quigs about doing co-sponsored,
Yes.
co-hosting events all over the place, because this is what it takes to do this, man. For the longest time, us American builders, we were sitting here hiding behind all sorts of anonymity, just because we didn't know whether the industry that we're in is going to make it in the country that we live in. And right now, for the first time ever, this country is actually bringing people in to work in crypto, bringing in builders, bringing in creators, bringing in executives, bringing in new VC, all sorts of people for the first time, instead of trying to repel our whole industry. So I'm very optimistic about blockchain as a whole in the United States. I'm very stoked about conferences like Onchain Summit, and especially with Base having such a strong conference right now. We have this ETH conference concept, we have the Bitcoin conference concept. There hasn't really been a true major layer 2 conference in the United States yet, or really anywhere. I mean, you have the smart contract based conferences, but there hasn't been any specific layer 2 focus on a conference. And Base isn't just some layer 2. It's a layer 2 that's by an American corporation that is audited, that is honest, that is a lot more transparent than your type of centralized exchanges, your platforms like, I mean, not to throw any shade, but Binance and BSC. That was the first attempt of such play, and Base is really doing things that is for the good of the Ethereum. Maybe we actually will see dilution of these layer 2s come to an end, because we have this chain that doesn't need its governance token to have all these creators, all these builders on it. We now have a chain that actually can do stuff for the better of crypto. And the fact that we have On-Chain Summit, that it was as successful as it was, and so many people are aggressively building, or aggressively as passionate as I am about building on Base. We have, I mean, the stars are the limit, man. Like, this has been an awesome conference.
Totally. And you just reminded me of something, Rob, with this kind of event, right? An event of this caliber. I think this really is going to catch fire, and like every year just get better and better.
Yes.
And I do think there's a lot that's possible. I mean, regional events, that's a perfect example, like how we can
Yes.
all activate and do this beyond just San Francisco, like in our local communities. So I think that's a fantastic idea. And I know other organizations like Stand with Crypto who are doing similar things, where we can kind of like cross pollinate and bring different projects together to support the culmination of these things in our local communities. Another thing I wanted to say, Rob, on this point is that I had someone who was at this event that I gave a ticket. They're an OG from the Ethereum community, right? Shout out to Colton. He's actually done some of the artwork for like the Infinite Garden, some of the Ethereum branding. And he said it was one of the best events he's ever been to, period, like in the space. And this is someone who's an OG who goes to events all the time for many, many years. So just thought that was cool to see, someone coming in from the ETH space that really fell in love with the event.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, and I've been in crypto, honestly, I've been involved in crypto myself since 2015. So my very first conference I ever went to was a conference by EOS in San Mateo. And that was my very first, I mean, it was my very first time dabbling into it. And I felt like I met a lot of people there. But it was kind of scattered because it was hosted by EOS, but it wasn't really super EOS focused. And ever since then, that conference did feel intimate. I did feel like I made a lot of friends out there. But since 2017, these conferences have been getting bigger and more diluted. And, sometimes you could venture into a side event. Like, I know Base does host side events sometimes. One of my favorite side events I actually saw at ETH Denver. My first ETH Denver in 2023, I went to Interop Summit. It was hosted by Axelar. It was hosted by a lot of cross-chain type of stuff. And they did it. They had a very educational summit, and they had very quality everything. But like, I had a better impression from the side event than like the actual main event. The main event was fun. It was a blast,
Totally.
but it's just not the same. And the intimacy
Yeah.
of On-Chain Summit, the intimacy of On-Chain Summit as well as the size of it, because it was still pretty big. Man, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
100%. And I love that you use the word intimate. And, you know, there is a new kind of thing happening where people go to conferences and literally just go to side events. Like I've done that myself where, you know, everybody, the circus comes to town and then you can just go to like all the little side events and dinners. And that's definitely a thing. And I actually wanted to share you guys for my first kind of experience with bass. You know, I actually hosted a side event in Tokyo and, you know, got support from the bass team, was able to do this event. So it's like, if you raise your hand, if you step up and you want to do something, I feel like you can do that in the bass community. So this was supported by bass, you know, Jesse and the bass team supported this event happening in Tokyo. So this is my first, you know, experience of bass. So, I mean, anything's possible if you know, put your idea out there, ask for the support. And I do think that's possible.
Oh
But
yeah.
anyway,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
ranting here. Sorry, guys. I do want to make sure we get a chance to hear from everyone here. I see some links being dropped by Kristen, by Rex. Rex, why don't we pass it off to you next? What were your main takeaways from the event?
Really just like it reinforced how strong the community in bass is. And that was one of the things that drew me here in the first place. Of course, there's, you know, the proximity with bass and Coinbase, which is going to be really important for anybody who's building here who wants to have legitimacy and build for the long term. But, you know, the culture inside of the bass ecosystem is unlike anything that I've ever seen before. And Rob, I have you beat. I've been in crypto since 2013. So I've been around the block, and there's not to, you know, throw shade, as you say.
He drives around the block too.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, it's unlike anything else I've seen in the you know, the years that I've been in this space, and yeah, just reinforced that. So made some good friends, solidified existing friendships, and met some people that I'm definitely going to be working with. And then, of course, my big objective for coming out here, of course, I had multiple objectives, but the big one was to be able to meet Jesse and get our project on his radar, just kind of talk a little bit about what we're doing to fulfill his vision of bringing bass to everyone, and, you know, in our own little niche way, not so little niche. So I think I dropped
I'm looking for the Jesse photo right now.
Go to my personal account. It's going to be
Can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's REXT_racer.
Okay, Rex.
I did drop it earlier, but
okay, cool. I'll go through and find that. If you don't mind dropping the link again.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yeah, and you know, just seeing all the posts, the photos, how high the energy was from the event was really incredible. And yeah, Rex, you really showed up. I mean, with this beautiful, rare Japanese car at the event, you couldn't miss it. You know, as you're walking through the front door, it's just right there. You know.
Yeah, I stayed up until 2:30 a.m. the morning that I was supposed to leave to get those graphics done, but I was gonna, you know, make sure that I was representing bass come hell or high water. So was worth the sleepless night, and it seemed to make a big impact. People really loved it, and here's that link.
Awesome.
Had so many questions, people wanting me to, you know, pop the hood or let them sit inside. Sure, there was like hundreds of pictures taken of it.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Got him to rock the Buster glasses and all.
Let's go. Yeah, that was a really, really awesome opportunity. You know, a lot of us got to connect with Jesse at the event. I see, by the way, Cali Crypto just jumped in. This man, you guys, it's going to be a lot of flowers today. I'm sorry in advance. But this man came to the event. He just like put in work all day. I was like, what do you need, Rachel? What do you need? He helped my videographer pack up. He was there for like helping all the guests, like coordinating in the media room. Like it just blew me away. Like the level of support you get from people in this community. Like you know, I've known Cali Crypto for a while now. We've seen each other at events, but man, he totally showed up and showed out for Onchain Media. Super grateful for you, man.
No, grateful for you and all you guys that I was able to connect with. But Rachel, you're the one that got me over there. You invited me over there. You wanted me to do a little bit of work with you, and that's what I do. I enjoyed grinding with you all day. It was quite a day. You know,
It was
you
a
I
solid work day. You've kind of seen now, like the how much I go in a day at these things now.
Yes, yes, and you know, definitely gotta give you flowers as well because you went hard. I mean, there was times where you only took 5-minute breaks in between, and I was just like, all right, we got to get this girl food because if I'm feeling hungry, I
I
know
know he's
she's
bringing
hungry.
me snacks.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
like,
bringing me
girl,
like drinks. It was awesome.
and you were worried about your makeup. I'm like, girl, you're worried about your makeup. Like, you got to eat before you get sick. So I was like buying her trail mixes, bringing her trail mix drinks, coffee, caffeine, you know, just to keep her going. But
He
no,
kept me
shout out.
alive. He kept me alive, you guys.
Oh my God, I was making sure that you weren't going to get hangry because I don't want nobody to die. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you. We all thank you for your service, sir. And let's check this out really quick. I see you got a video with
With the
Rex.
man.
Man, you were
Valley.
crushing it. You connected with everyone. Brian on bass. I'm just going through to see some of our photos here. This is from our media room, you guys here. Man, the equipment my videographer brought anamorphic cinema quality lenses. We had a legit setup for Onchain Media in that room, as we did last year as well. But what was special about this event is this was the 1 year anniversary of Onchain Media, you guys. So yeah, just super grateful for all of this coming together like it did, and you know would not have been possible. Every single person here without all of your help and support over the past year. So thank you all.
No, absolutely.
Well, anyway, we're going around and just sharing our takeaways from the event. Well, I'm gonna bring it back around to you, Cali Crypto, but I want to hear. Let's see, we got Dan, we got Kristen, Jonna. Why don't we pass it off to Jonna next?
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry, we got a full house. I'm trying to make sure we get to everyone here.
Yeah. I'll be brief. I just want to say I know a lot of us sort of lead with saying how long we've been in crypto, and sometimes I cringe at that because like I've worked in corporate environments where people lead with that, and it's sort of like I never really know what that means. But I actually think it's very helpful because it gives some context of like the longevity of the space, right? And maybe what some of us have been through, and maybe the evolution of like which chains we've worked on. And I just want to say, like most of you, I've been around for a while too. I've helped most DAOs get started, help you with your tokenomics, and then I stepped away for a year. And it was Rachel's enthusiasm and just seeing her so lit up over base that got me excited again. And I just, I want to acknowledge you and thank you for that, Rachel. And the event this past weekend, and especially the Film3 festival, it just reminded me that, we can look at this from a monetary standpoint or whatever viewpoint that we're passionate about. But for me, just having that tech background, having a venture capital background, but most importantly, neuroscience is like, I go and research centenarians and the power of building community and what that does from a biological and cellular standpoint. And to me, it just validated everything that I've seen in science, and also just being amongst the group of people at the Onchain Summit and at Film3 Festival, just like how powerful, IRL events are and what that does to us just from like a human perspective. And so, yeah, we can make lots of money. There's opportunity here and everything. But I just want to say, like, for me, mental health is so important. And I know that it's a topic that everybody in this space identifies with. And yeah, I'm with you, Cali Crypto. And you guys love neuroscience. That makes me so happy. I have to give a shout out to my friend and fellow neuroscientist, Dr. Andrew Huberman, for making the topic so popular amongst like everyday people. But I love that you guys are into things like EMDR therapy, and that's not a drug, by the way. It's a light therapy for trauma healing. So I just want to find a way to connect with more people, and we're doing that with the Zeitza Labs through bringing science into storytelling and reaching this amazing community. So that was my takeaway, is just how amazing and welcoming everyone was. And part of the whole Zeitza Labs squad, like they all come from science, music, art, acting backgrounds. None of them came from a blockchain background. And they all left there last night so lit up and so excited. And to me, that's what I want to be doing in this space. I don't want to be talking about technology. I personally, yeah, I am a technologist, but like most people just want to know how's it going to make their life like 1% better. That's what I'm here for. So I thank you, Rachel, and everybody here for giving me the airtime and space to say that. Thank you.
Jonna, you're always welcome up. I absolutely love hearing your insights because I feel like you just look at the space in a very different way, right? You're not here for the number go up or chasing a bag. It's like, how do we actually solve problems for people? How do we prioritize mental health, neuroscience? Like, I've actually seen often, like, there's been cases in the space where it's been unhealthy for people, I feel like. And I like that you're championing, like, kind of more conversations around wellness and mental health. And I feel like we really need more of those kinds of discussions. And, you know, thank God you're now doing more storytelling, filmmaking. I mean, you guys, we're both authors, me and Jonna, and, you know, I've watched her, you know, write about topics that really need to be spoken about around AI, consciousness, neuroscience, and she gives a very humble introduction. She is an absolute rock star. So if you're not connected with Jonna, get connected with Jonna. And that's my, and I'll pause my flower giving there.
No, I always love your flowers, Rachel. I give them right back to you and everybody up here. So thank you so much.
Real quick,
100%.
I got to give you flowers, Rachel, because I saw you throw Jonna on your back to get off the stage and Film3. So
Wait, I did lift her up. Yes, and then by
She
the end
physically
of the night,
picked
we were
me up.
picked
dancing.
you up.
We
She
were
did, and
twirling,
we
we were
danced
dancing
together,
by
and
the end
she
of the
dipped
night.
me.
I
Yes,
love
Yeah, I was
that.
gonna say she
this
dipped
really
me when we
happened.
danced.
That's
This
what
video is on
friends
the
are
internet
for.
somewhere of us twirling and dancing. Maybe Johnny, you could find the link to that because it's pretty funny. We're just
I will
like,
do
I don't
that. That
know.
was adorable.
We have like such a childlike energy when we get to. We're like we're always like giggling together, just like crying.
We're like,
Honestly, it's awesome. And I feel the same way, Kristen. Whenever we all kick it, it's just this like infectious like joy that's awesome.
Yeah, totally. And I want to give some flowers while we're just throwing
Let's
flowers
just all
everywhere.
take turns.
Let's go.
Flowers.
I want to give flowers to Kelly because, man, you were getting up and like taking video of like of people enjoying the films, of the films themselves, of like I was like, man, I really loved watching how much you were enjoying what you were seeing. So it's just like, this is what it's all about. Like, I love how the environment was relaxed enough where people can like get up and move around, go grab a drink, grab some popcorn, like, you know, change seats. Like, it was not stuffy at all. And I want to, you know, Kevin's not here to receive the flowers. I'll give him
I'm trying to get Kevin in here. He's got the link, so I'm
right. Okay.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
But I mean, he took care of everything. I mean, we gave him the vision and he said, let's go. And it was that simple. And he was just like, you focus on creating like the most incredible event you can. And I got the rest. And it was just like, I was blown away. I mean, Dimes came through, was
Shout out to
a
Dime.
partner of ours. And then at the last minute, Base came through with a grant for us so that we could fly down the Oscar-winning animator Suzanne Twining to give a talk and show like some of her work and stuff. And it was rad. It was just so amazing to have this huge hug from like the community, this like super welcoming hug, like for Film3 to show up. And because of all that, we were able to not just shine, but like have a really, really incredible first year event. You know, these events are hard to put on and you know, especially the first year can be like, it can be kind of scary. You know, you don't, I've done events before, so I feel, you know, pretty well organized enough to do them. But even so, it's the first of anything is always just super like, all right, I'm going to just throw myself into this and then we'll figure out what we need more of, you know, next year. Same thing goes for sponsorships. We didn't, you know, aside from Dimes helping us and Base coming through with a grant, we didn't get any sponsorships. I'm very much like, I like to work in a way where I'm going to throw myself at everything that's happening. And from that point, I want to know what, you know, what's needed and what we can do in exchange for the second year, as opposed to like having my hand out, you know, right off the jump. So I felt like the event itself was a screaming success. I know everybody I've spoken to has had, a really great time. I did feel like the day was a little long, so I know that we'll be tweaking that either you know, if we're going to keep it to one day, we'll probably shorten the program, which is cool, but we might also spread it out to 2 days and just do like a early in the day, you know, 4 hours, and then 4 hours the next day. Or, you know, we got a call with Kevin next week to do a catch up and what we're going to do. And another takeaway is that I think there was a lot of confusion when we had the ticketing. You know, Film3 Fest had a separate ticket that you had to get, you know, than Onchain Summit. And I think that was, you know, it's people are busy. They're seeing all sorts of, like, they feel like they got their ticket. And you know, so I think that, you know, next year we'll roll it all into one, so that it's just like, it's a one-stop thing. You know, you don't have to worry about, you get an all access pass. So, but outside of that, it was incredible. I had a blast. I don't think there's anything that I would change about it, except to just do more. You know, we're going to do a Film3 hackathon at the beginning, which is like, you know, and somebody's got a story idea, a crew, you know, assembles, and, you know, there's production, post-production, and then you premiere it at the festival, and then we'll have some, you know, cash prizes or grants, or, you know, however we spread the love to the winners at the end. So that was inspired by your On-Chain Humans and Impact documentary. So I think that would be just a really fun little thing that we could add to just spice things up a little bit, you know, and encourage people to come into Film3 and collaborate, and just like, it's part of what this whole space is about. So I'm stoked about that. And let's go.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next year.
Oh my God, same here. I'm already thinking about next year. We just left, and I'm already like, okay, what can we plan for the next one? But yeah, I mean, the magic of Film3, the magic of what you're doing, Kristen, is that anybody can show up. I had no prior experience. Jonna had no prior experience with filmmaking. We came together and we made this happen. Actually, I think Jonna might have had a little bit with Zeitza Labs actually before we did On-Chain Humans and Impact, but it was our first time, like, a little bit. It was our first time
Just a little.
creating something like this. So we learned a lot along the way. And I think it just goes to show anybody can show up in this space. If you put your mind to something, if you show up, if you're curious, if you're willing to learn and put the work in, anything is possible. Go ahead, Kristen.
No, totally. I want to echo that and say that, you know, it's just, everybody's got a story to tell, you know, and all these projects and everything that everyone has going on, like, all that stuff is born from something, right? It comes from something, and those stories,
Totally,
as they like churn out and develop, and you're building in this space, like, it's all coming together, and it's just fascinating. And then the other part of that is, I got my start as an editor, you know, I mean, well, I started on the stop motion animated film Coraline, but broke off from that, and I've been editing for 15 years, and it's just like, the thing that got me going, you know, on my own was this quote from Stanley Kubrick, which was, the best education in film is just to make one, you know. And whether you start small and you do like a short thing with like your dog or whatever, right, and then you build out from there, and you figure out like story, and it just starts to like unfold and get bigger and bigger. It always gets bigger. That's actually one of the problems. But yeah, I just encourage everybody to take a look at what we're doing with Film3, and to jump in, especially for next year. We'd love to have you.
100%. And for what it was, I just want to say I felt like it was absolutely perfect. Like the vibe, the curation, everything about that experience was perfect to me. I don't know. I personally, I wouldn't have changed a thing. I feel like we learned, we did the first MVP, and now next year we'll just iterate and grow from there. I want to make sure, I know, sorry guys, we have a full house today. I'm trying to get through to everyone here. Has anybody not shared so far? I think we got Million Bit, Dan, Rob actually kicked us off for this, but we're just going through and discussing takeaways here. So whoever wants to jump in next, no particular order, feel free. Maybe Million, we can hear from you.
Yeah, I can jump in. Yeah, okay. It was such a good time. I was lucky enough at the poker table to sit next to Rob. And, you know, I thought maybe he didn't know how to play poker, but he crushed it, lasted longer than I did, and just had a good time at the tables there. And the casino night, you know, playing craps and teaching my girlfriend how to play, you know, everyone cheering together. But the real awesome takeaway was, you know, getting to see Jesse's Q&A was really a lot, a lot better than I thought it might be. It wasn't just some marketing rah-rah kind of event. He did interacted with the audience and took questions, and I think really did a good job of sharing their thinking and the roadmap for Coinbase, or the base chain and the base app, which is, where my mind goes as a software developer of like, yeah, where's this all headed? How do we plan for the future of where to invest our energy and time? And with the Film3, like the base app is so focused on creators, which I think is super interesting, that they're pushing the limits, doing something really, really hard to fight against all of the existing social outlets, but I think is really fun to watch and be a part of. So it was nice to kind of get the lowdown there. And the other note I was taking was mini apps. I'm going to be doubling down, trying to see what I can do in the mini app sphere. Actually kind of like vibe coding up a little something just to see if I can how it goes to publish a little mini app, but would like to do a lot more there in the future. Sorry I missed out on that hackathon, but they shared the participants and winners, on stage, and I thought that was really nice to be able to see some of the tech of what the builders are putting together. Was pretty inspirational to see for us, devs that are trying to build on base. But overall, just hanging with friends was all my expectation was, and yeah, just tons of flowers for Rob and Kevin for doing such a tremendous job as they did last year.
Yeah, totally. Shout out to Rob, Kevin, Priscilla, the entire Onchain Summit team. I think as we got closer to the event, I was talking to, at least Kevin and the other media folks from Onchain Summit on a daily basis. And you guys have no idea the amount of work, blood, sweat, and tears that went into this. And the thing I love about Rob and Kevin is they're just like cool as a cucumber, like leading up. They're zero stress. Just
they make
so
it look
cool.
so easy.
It's
I don't
like,
know how they
are
do
you
it.
kidding? Like, yeah, they're just so chill. And yeah, honestly, really great examples of, organizers. I feel like they're extremely organized. They plan things, and they're just very very on the ball, I would say, and just very calm, cool, and collected. So absolutely love those guys and everything they've done for our community. So yeah, Million Bit, is there any like calls to action or any final takeaways you want to share?
Yeah, I appreciate everyone checking us out, helping build our community, and let me know if there's anything I can do to support you in the base ecosystem. But the one effort I've been working on is that came out of this project is kind of a side project, is the app media clipping. So this has become a big thing, and I would love anyone's help, advice, support, or just testing and trying it out. I built an app called Clipperoni that you can find on X. It's with one P.
Your girlfriend came
like
up with the name, right?
Yeah, she did. It's
Clipperoni,
like
that's
so much
awesome.
better than whatever like technical, the clip machine or something terrible I was gonna come up with. Yeah, so it's fun. Fits in with Web3. It's your friendly. It's like Clippy, but a pepperoni that helps you make clips of your content. And so, having done a podcast in the past and trying to reboot with my old friend, doing some live streams, just talking about crypto, we're like, if we're going to do this, we got to make clips. Everyone who makes content knows they need to repurpose their content, but it's a pain in the butt unless you're, really professional, like, many of you guys are. It's one of those things like you start doing it, but then you're going to burn out and just like hate your life. When I was doing a podcast, we do like an hour show, and then I'd spend the next 2 or 3 hours after it ended just doing post-production, and that led to
This is
the show
bringing
getting
me
canceled.
this is bringing me pain right now.
Yeah, so that's kind of where this started from. I started as like a little script I wrote to help myself, and then a Telegram bot, and now I finally got it as a nice web application that
Where
some
can
folks
we
have been
find
using.
this?
Clipperoni.com.
Clipperoni.
Or
I'm gonna pull this
Clipperoni
up
on
really quick.
X. Yeah,
Can we actually? We should do some clips from this live stream.
yeah, absolutely.
It's
We will do that.
Clipperoni.x, you said?
On X.
on
Let
X.
me put it in the chat for you. There it is.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it uses AI is the magic, right? So you're not spending all your time doing this. If you had all the time in the world, or you really are a perfectionist, you can go into Adobe and whatever the tools are and go make your clips. But the ones you'll see on screen there are specifically from X
Like everything
Spaces,
is gonna be
where we can reproduce the visual using just the data that X provides in different ways. Like that one there is like a quote, that you could also use
So
if you had a
like how
podcast that you wanted clips from. But it's totally customizable. Rex from Driven Labo up there has been using it, where they will use their own branding for the background, and you can change the captions and all the visuals. But it also works with video streams and YouTube and Instagram lives and all the rest of it. But the main thing isn't just, there's a bunch of apps like this, but the using AI to help you find the clips quickly, so that you're at least putting out something, right? Because like I said, it's you need to be doing this, but it's hard to find the time. So if you just drop your media in there, let Clipperoni do the work, review the segments that it finds, and hopefully you don't have to make many adjustments, and you can at least get something out there to an audience who would not have tuned into your 2-hour live stream.
Man, this is absolutely so needed. I have spent, my friends here know how many hours and hours of my life and sleepless nights I've spent video editing. I'm sure Million Bit, you've heard me in the Let's Touch Base community like 3 a.m. Yep, I'm still up editing this podcast.
I saw you
episode.
learning DaVinci. I felt the pain. I've been there too.
Yes. So now I'm kind of accepting as a founder, like outsourcing and learning how to scale myself. So like any little tool or hack I can find, time is such a valuable resource that anything that can help save time would be incredible. I think right after this Million Bit, if you want to chat and we could throw this live stream in, maybe in real time, we can actually make some content today from this. So
yeah, absolutely. Would love to.
Awesome. Yeah, so I know we are over the hour here. I could clearly sit and talk to you guys for hours like we did all weekend. So yeah, just to kind of make sure we get to everyone here. Who still needs to share? I think we got Dan, Cali Crypto, Rob went, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know. I still want to hear more from all of you guys.
Well, I'm
Rob,
still
what's up?
here, but I did go. Yeah, hey. Well, I just wanted to. I did want to go off of the whole Q&A with Jesse thing. I will say that I do feel like this founder does care about this blockchain as far as how things are unwinding. I've followed other chains before, and before Base was a thing, we built on we built on other platforms, other blockchains, and we have not been able to. We haven't seen the kind of organic growth that's been as sticky as it has on Base. And the way that Jesse just comes across, I got a chance to ask him a question. I was asking him a question regarding Zora and Farcaster, and whether there's room to basically have additional token launching systems that would help tokenize creator tokens, especially through X. And honestly, his answer was so detailed, so positive, that it just kind of gives me the vibe that Base is down to have as many people building as possible. Honestly, it's kind of like the whole banking system around. There are thousands of banks out there, so there's going to be thousands of DeFi protocols out there. Down in the end, there's going to be a lot of these meme coins and creators. So it's great to see a founder that's actually passionate about growing with not just your VC backed projects, but also your real organic grassroots community as well. And but yeah, with that, yeah, it's been an awesome. Thank you for inviting me on as today, Rachel. It's been a blast. Next time I'll make sure to have my camera on with something. I'm actually standing right outside my hotel room right now because my Wi-Fi is stronger outside the door than inside the door right now.
Are you still in San Fran? Are you?
No. I'm in Utah right now. So I flew out from Vegas, but I'm actually from Illinois, and my house is getting remodeled right now in the kitchen. So we took a road trip with our cats. And we're driving from Vegas back to Illinois right now. And so yeah, my Wi-Fi is a little sketch currently, but thank you for having me on though. And it was amazing. And anyway, if we have any creators that are listening today, hit me up, you guys. Treble Swap, Twitter. Or Telegram, just me in person, or me in my DMs or whatever. Please let me know if you're a creator who wants to have some kind of a token system down the road for yourself, where you want to earn fees from your own token that you launch, because that's what every creator deserves. Let me know, and we'll be glad to work with you in whatever capacity.
Let's go. And Treble, Rob, I just got to say, it's super impressive the way you've rallied the community. I mean, that space you did this morning, I saw so many heavy hitters from the base community on that, and just really impressed with your ability to organize, to bring people together. I definitely want to chop it up more with you and kind of learn how we can, collaborate and support one another with Onchain
Absolutely.
Media as well.
Absolutely. Well, come in my DMs. They're always open.
All right, we'll do, man. And when is that space on Friday? Can we share really quick before we move on here?
It will be at 4 p.m. UTC. So I think that's going to be 9 Pacific time and 12 p.m. Eastern. But it's 4 p.m. UTC.
4 p.m. UTC. Okay, you guys. Well, as soon as I see that link and promo, I'll tweet that out. And I feel like everyone here, whoever wants to join in, would love to see the community get involved as well.
Absolutely. Jump on in. We'll gladly bring people up on stage. If I see a base.eth in your name, there's a good chance that we'll bring you up.
Let's go. Awesome. Well, Rob, thank you so much for being here today. Yeah, we'll just go around, maybe share, closing thoughts, calls to action. Maybe we'll do a lightning round really quick. But let's see. I think Dan, we still got to hear from you, like your major takeaways from the event.
Okay, I have like 50. But,
there's 50. Okay. Strap in.
Yeah.
Let's take notes.
So there was a particular moment that I didn't anticipate that I'll share, and it led to a really cool takeaway. The moment was when I was in the demo hall, and I had a couple kids come up to play the game, and at first it was this young girl that comes up to play the game, and I said, do you know anything about NFTs? And she had no idea what I was saying. Basically, I could have been speaking an alien language, but in any regard, she just went right up and started to play the game, and I gave her basic instructions. And it was the coolest thing because it gave me a little bit of validation that the tool I built was actually accessible and working. And she got good at it really quick, and she came back around and brought some friends over time, which was super cool to see. So what I think excites me about that moment is that, the Web3 creations, all of the creativity that's poured into this space can actually transcend into younger generations by way of entertainment and gaming. And it's really exciting to see that, not just in gaming, but in film and music and all these other mediums. I think what's really going to be cool is to see this propagate, generation after generation. I'm happy to be a part of that. I was happy to be just in the room and make that available for everybody to experience. So I think the call to action is to, check out the game, visit my website, brokenreality.com. You'll see the game right at the top. Provide feedback, send me notes. I'm shipping updates weekly, always building. So we're also looking for communities to join the platform. So if you're a creator and you want to add gaming utility, check it out, join us. And,
amazing. And yeah. I will show that website. By the way, John, I think there's a little background noise coming from your end. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry.
Did you have something you wanted to add there?
I just wanted to add, since you were talking about younger generations and like 8-year-olds and 19-year-olds, is I'm not sure, Kristen, if you were aware, but like some of the films that were shown yesterday were created by teenagers, which I think is so impressive. That, I don't know if you know, The Smiles Like Knives was by a 19-year-old. So
wow.
Yeah, like just to echo what Mila's saying is like my friend's 8-year-old is like creating films, and there's just so many new and exciting tools and people out there to inspire them. So yeah, I just want to echo what you were saying. Is like I'm so here for that, because I think it's so exciting to change the way things have always been done. So thank you. I'll go on mute now so there's no echo.
It's all good. And yeah, Dan, I was looking for that post. I saw like some kids coming up to the Broken Reality booth, and I think on-chain gaming is a very powerful tool to kind of onboard the next generation. Like I come from a family of 4 brothers, and we're all gamers. We all grew up gaming together. So like their kind of entry point is probably with on-chain gaming. Like my youngest brother is like, kind of looking at that area. So I feel like that's kind of where the younger generation will be probably most interested in coming in like a fun way,
I totally agree. And it's a real test for the creative folks in Web3 is like, bring your best, make something fun. By the way, it's not easy to make a good game. It actually takes a lot to remove yourself and get out of the way and try to make something just simple. Um, but I totally agree. I love the sentiment and, onward and upward. There's a lot of, the future is bright. I say that all the time and I really mean it.
100%. And I did want to show real quick, Dan, your website, just because it's so beautiful, and I could see the level of just care and intention that you've put in with your UI, your UX. And one of actually our very first call, we played this game, and it just kind of blew me away, that you thought of everything, like even down to the little sounds when you click buttons, like the design, everything. It's just so intentionally thought out. And I love to see, you're bringing in different NFT communities, the Buffacorns, Oni Force. And yeah, I just think this is really cool what you've built. So right away, you impressed me, and then we started building together. So
Well, thank you so much. I do have the first base collection is on its way out in a couple months here, and they're called Based Bits. So I got to give a
let's
shout out to
go.
Andre and what he's building over there. He's given me a lot of creative freedom, and it's going to be so damn cool. I can't wait to show you guys, but a little bit of alpha for everybody.
Yeah, this is incredible, you guys. It's actually a game to battle NFTs too. I just think it's such a cool use case for NFTs, right? It's actually like adding another almost like form of utility to your collectibles. So I think this is a really cool concept and very well executed. I've been in the space for many years. I've seen a lot of different projects. This, you guys, is the real deal. Dan has spent a long time on this, so definitely check it out. What's the website again? Playgladiator.gg. And then there's
Yep, that's
Broken
direct to
Reality,
the
right?
game. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's Broken Reality Gladiator.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Dan, super grateful for you being here today and for all your contributions to the community. I guess we can go around now. We'll just do a lightning round. I'll call you guys in the order I see you, and we can just share final thoughts of the stream, the event, calls to action. I see Rex first on my screen, so we'll pass it off to you next, Rex.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, final thoughts, always great hanging out with you guys, and good to see some faces here that I met. Callie, you're awesome. I loved hanging out with you. Tom, we've been online friends for a while. Good to call you an IRL friend now. And I'm bummed that I didn't get a chance to talk to Kristen and Jonna at the event. I'm sure if I was able to stick around for the Film3 festival, we would have had a chance, but I had to get over the Sierras before a big thunderstorm rolled in. So I had to leave a little early, unfortunately. But yeah, let's definitely connect. And maybe next year, for those who know, we may be bringing our own film to the film festival. I'm sure some of you here might know what I'm talking about, but
I know. I think I know what
yeah.
you're talking about. Well,
Yep.
won't spill
I
the
wanna
alpha
know.
beans here.
I know what you're talking
Spill
about.
it.
I've already spilled the beans numerous times on other like live streams and spaces before. If
Are we gonna
anybody,
get some alpha? Is this some like
Yeah.
premium alpha here?
Yeah, well,
Whoa,
this
let's
was-
go.
this was one of the things
Drum
that I wanted to accomplish, was floating this idea to a number of projects, because the idea is bringing together creators and IP from the space into doing something that would be kind of a spectacle and fun and kind of fits in with what we're doing. So who here is familiar with either the Gumball 3000 or Cannonball Run?
Cannonball Run.
Okay, so basically get teams of or get a variety of cars together. We'll all meet up in LA. Each car is sponsored by maybe a different meme project. We bring in, sponsors for the cars, wrap them to promote those projects. And then we do a race cross country, probably from like LA to Miami or LA to New York. And the objective is to get all the way across the country using nothing but Coinbase or crypto the entire way, and create a ton of content along the way, basically turn it into I'm thinking something probably more along the lines of a movie or a documentary, could be a web series. I don't know yet. And then also gives an opportunity for the projects that are involved. Maybe they like send a rep or their dev or founder to do a ride along across country. We want to involve the teams as much as possible, so we get to know them in these fun sort of real life adventure ways, and not just what we hear on the spaces, but like, what happens when they get a flat tire in the middle of Death Valley, right? How do we rally together to make sure that they can get to the next tire shop, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, hey,
So
Jesse,
This
can
is
you
so huge.
can you come and change my tire, please?
I'm just worried
Right.
about how far is my Tesla gonna make it
I
across
was thinking
country,
that.
right?
I would suggest not bringing a Tesla, unfortunately.
I was gonna say, because I drove my Tesla from SoCal to San Francisco, and it like added so much time because I had to drive 3 hours, charge, drive 3 hours, charge. If I was doing that across the country, that'd be a lot of time.
Hmm.
And
Man.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'll gas up my Fiat, and I'll get out of the driveway, and then I'm done. I'm out of the.
Paying
Not
for
gonna
fiat
make-
gas
Yeah.
with crypto, that'd be funny.
That's all right. We'll bring the cars. We've got the cars handled. We just need to bring in the teams, wrap them, figure out who's riding and what, and
I'll
If
take the
anyone-
Corvette, bro.
I'm
I'll take
so
the Corvette.
bullish on this
All right.
idea. Like the whole community, I feel like the whole community would show up for something like this.
Heck yes.
Well, and that was one of the things I was doing, was floating this idea to, all of the projects that have really solid communities and being like, is this something that you would be interested in doing? And I didn't hear a single person that not only said
gonna
no,
say no
but
to
wasn't
this.
like, hell yeah, sign me up. Just let me know when and where. Right. So I think this could be something that would really, be valuable to everybody involved, give everybody a lot of publicity, give base a lot of publicity. We like roll in, like descend upon, like, let's say a car show with all of our, wrap cars, and go, onboard everybody there onto base.
I would totally wrap my Tesla for this. Just saying. I'm
So
putting it
I
out
love it.
there. Putting it out there.
Yeah.
That's such a great idea. And all I keep thinking, I forget the movie that had like Sacha Baron Cohen and, where he said it was like the race car driver, and he was the French race car driver. And he's like, I think the expression was, if you ain't first, you last. So I just want you to know, I've always
Yeah,
been a
I think-
secret race car driver. Like, I
Oh,
want to
nice.
be a race car driver. So I'm so down for this.
Let's add
Awesome.
it to the list of things you do, John. She's like filmmaker, neuroscientist, blockchain technologist,
Yeah.
race
Well,
car driver,
Race car driver.
and then astronaut. Astronaut will be after.
Yeah, well, we want to work with as many filmmakers in our industry as possible. I think it's going to take multiple teams, honestly, because if we were going to have, let's say, 10 cars or something like that, we can't just have one team of filmmakers with us. So it'll be an undertaking, but I think that the scope is something that would be pretty big and pretty valuable for the industry.
Bring it on, man. I think that would be
We'll
a
be
blast.
there.
It's gonna be super cool, for sure.
Tell
Yeah.
us when and where. We will be there. Awesome, Rex. Thank you for spilling the alpha beans here on this stream today. Super excited. I feel like we're just gonna manifest this. We're gonna make it happen. You got everybody sitting here is everyone here is to support you. So super grateful for you being here and for sharing your dream today here.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'll pass it off next. I see Cali Crypto next on my screen, man. What are your main takeaways? This was your first like base event, right?
Yeah, I was the first one that I've been to. But first of all, I got to thank you just for inviting me once again and allow me to be a part of this part of your journey, because you definitely opened up a lot of eyes for myself. You opened up my eyes, but also I got to be able to network with a lot of individuals like Rex and Kristen and CEOs like Russ from Medicaid and Alt from the DAG. What is it?
Dagnum PI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Constellation Network. That's what I was looking for. But so no, it was an amazing opportunity to be able to just meet new people, network, but just encourage everybody to keep on coming, even if you guys are not feeling it. Remember this moment and say, you know what, I'm going to go back, because I remember I ran into Cali Crypto, I ran into Rex, or I ran into Dan. And also I want to touch on what John was saying earlier about mental health. We all go through it. Okay, we all go through it, and I think sometimes we're a little more susceptible because we got a little bit more on our plate, knowing that we're in Web3 and then the regular life. We're all family, kids, parents, whatnot. We got to lean on one another. So if you see that Cali Crypto hasn't been around for a week, please reach out to me, and I will also do the same for you guys. So much love to you guys. Happy Taco Tuesday. What a great stream. I enjoyed my time. Thank you once again to Rachel, and a pleasure meeting all you guys once again.
Well, man, you really showed up. I just wasn't prepared for the way you showed up. Like, I didn't expect anything. You know, I wanted you to come, have a good time, join the event. I wasn't ready for this man, like he was like a part of my crew all day. Like, it was so cool. And I just, that has inspired me, the way you showed up. And I know this was not isolated. Like, you show up to stand with crypto events in that way. Like, that is just who you are. And I feel like, you're so welcome into the base community with open arms. We're very grateful that you're here. So, Callie, super grateful for you, man. I'm gonna stop the flower fest because I can keep going. I'm gonna stop myself. All right, and now we got Kristen next, who tirelessly worked on this Film3 festival for a very long time. We've been on calls for months. And by the way, I know we're at an hour and a half here, but I mean, I want to hear from everyone, hear your perspectives and your closing thoughts before we drop. So, Kristen, what were your main takeaways, and I guess your final call to action here?
Main takeaways is that, that event proved a lot to me. It proved that people are interested in on-chain filmmaking. It proved that people are interested in entertainment, and they want to learn more about how to, do this sort of thing, just in general, but then also how to do it on chain, and how to build, and what the systems look like, what the tools look like, just being a part of what we have. To me, the takeaway from the festival is that the work doesn't stop once the festival is over. I'm stoked to have that meeting with Kevin next week to figure out, like, where do we go from here? What's, I want to throw my, more ideas on the table so we could go, bigger and better even next year, and show up for Onchain Summit 26. But then, outside of that, it's like the work is, it continues through the DAO. Film3 DAO is something that we've got going on. John is a
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Right. Rachel's a founding team member. This is something that we've, that needs to get built in the space. And the festival proved a lot to me. And so, there's a lot of work to be done. So my favorite thing is that the festival doesn't have to sort of like pop its head out, every year, where it's an ongoing thing. And we look forward to building that and developing, and then, having another incredible film festival. That's kind of, my brain is a little bit still mushy. So I'm sure I'll be like, oh, why didn't I say this? But, again, it's I guess another thing is I really wish I was able to connect with way more people. I know I was running around like crazy, just trying to keep all the plates spinning, honestly. So that's another thing I'll be looking for next year is having more help. When I start something out, sometimes I don't know what kind of help I need. And so it's hard for me to,
now
in the moment. And now I'm like, I've been keeping notes and writing and all this stuff throughout the whole process, so that I'm like super dialed and I know like what kind of help the festival needs. So,
and we have your backs here, Chris.
Yeah.
You got your crew right here. Like,
right.
We're all here to support you. By the way, I got to shout out. I just noticed Cali Crypto put on he's got a hat on a hat. This was at the event too. I think we should all get a picture together, by the way, if you guys are down.
Oh man, I'm
going to do my glasses on glasses. We got hats on hats, glasses on glasses. All right, let's all get a photo here.
I'll put my
Film3. There we go. All right, 3, 2. You can hold up the shirt. Yeah, 2, 1. Awesome. There it is. Cool.
But yeah, and thank you so much, Rachel, for hosting this after event hype space. Just there's let's keep the energy going. You guys are so great at doing that anyway. So I just look forward to hearing your lovely voices again tomorrow on Spaces.
We love you, Kristen. We're
Yeah.
so grateful for your efforts in our space. And yeah, like Callie was saying, even on the days when you're tired and it's hard to show up, it's very important to show up. You know, I told myself starting the day, I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep it light today. And I'm like, wait, everybody's got like these experiences, thoughts, moments in their heads so fresh.
light.
We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. So
Yeah.
didn't end up being a light day, but definitely going to unplug. I think this weekend, this coming weekend, going to take some time to touch some grass. So yeah, I hope everybody gets a chance to get the rest they need after the event. It was a lot of energy.
Sorry, can I just say one last thing? Because I know everybody was talking a lot about the Jesse talk that was happening, and I want to say like that to me was just so important. He sat down. It was sort of like we had whatever amount of time we needed, you know, and everybody was watching and listening and taking in what he had to say. And then the mics got passed around, and like that could have been scary or disastrous, right? Like somebody could have said whatever, and it's it's a difficult question or just something he's not prepared to answer. And instead it was just like, it was super constructive and amazing. And he was very thoughtful in all of his responses. And then when that whole thing was done, that dude stuck around for another hour and a half. There was a line of people that
the line was funny.
And he just took time with people. We waited in that line and we talked to him. And then our daughter drove down separate. She had something else going on, and she, we were like, stop in, come on in. And she stopped by the summit and came upstairs and talked to Jesse for a second. And
wow.
She's like, I'm on, she's 17. She's like, I'm on Zora. And he's like, oh, what's your account? And he opens up his phone, finds her. He's like buying her coin, buying every single post. And he goes, you're going to change you're going to change everything. You guys, you're the future, and it's just so rad, to have that moment where you got your kid there and you got somebody who could have easily been gone a long time ago and on to the next thing. But he just had so much to say, and it's such a positive moment. So we need so much more of that in our lives. And base is the place for that. I feel it. It's an incredible
place.
Spot. So yeah,
100%.
Thanks for letting me throw those extra flowers out. You guys are amazing. And thanks again.
Kristen, thank you so much for being here. I see Callie Crypto has a hand up. What's up, Callie Crypto?
Real quick. I had to show love to you.
Whoa, I'm on a shoe, you guys. I'm on a shoe. Oh my God.
Love to my girl because she got me in, and I had such a great experience. But not only that, look at this. Can you guys see that? What does that say?
Jesse Pollock. There it is. Wow.
I got him to sign the shoe. So I'm putting these on display. These are like a one-on-one.
He's got a cool signature.
He does. He did really good. I was happy to meet him. But yeah, no, I had to show him because she brought up the shoes, and I didn't get a chance to show you because I did this person because I was like, I love my girl. I support her and her man, Daniel, and her dog, Bodie. I love your dog, girl. I will babysit anytime. Just let me know.
All right, I just called Ketchup to see if he can come on real quick with Bodie for one final cameo. For one final cameo, we'll see. But yeah, Callie Crypto, thank you so much. I feel honored that I'm on the back of one of your shoes. This is so I can't say that for anyone else in my life.
And it's going on display forever.
Awesome. Callie Crypto, again, I gotta stop myself because I'll just give you guys flowers for another 2 hours. I gotta cut myself off. All right, Dan, I see you next on my screen. Final takeaways, call to actions. What's up?
I'm actually just heading away to dinner, so the only thing is stay based. I cannot wait for next year. Yeah, I love you guys. I love the attitude of sending, mountains of gratitude and success your way. Yeah, all the love. Take care, everybody.
Dan, thank you so much for being here. We love you. Thank you for creating the Onchain Media mini app, which, yeah, thank you, Dan. I know you got to run. Another call to action is feed yourself. Take care of yourself. Dan, thank you again for being here. All right, lightning round. We got Rob. We got Million Bit. Jonna. Rob, I see you dropped a link to this recap video. Can you tell us about that?
Gene
If you're
Simmons
still here,
edition
I
of
know
our.
it's been like 3 hours.
Oh, I am. I am. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, yeah. It's our Gene Simmons edition of the video. So we will be sharing a few videos throughout the week. So tomorrow we'll have another one coming out. We'll share another one the day after. We, took a bunch of little videos, but we didn't really share anything throughout. So we did a little splice here. Try to take as many pictures as I could with with everyone here. So this is from our first night. A little bit from a little bit from the casino night, of course. But yeah, so we'll be sharing a little bit.
Are you guys able to hear the audio on this? Or were you able to hear it? Okay, I'm gonna start from the top, you guys. Here we go.
Just put the volume a little
All right,
down
here we
on
go.
it.
All right. So cool. Oh wow, he really did. He had that mask. He wasn't lying. How did I miss that? Face junkie. Let's go.
Yeah,
Love to
yeah.
see it. Love to see it.
Yeah,
Such a
Dylan
good
whipped this up
video.
for us. Well, appreciate that. Yeah, it's Dylan is he's one of our best. He's we just whipped this up for us today, and we'll have a little bit more coming out throughout the week. We like to keep it fun here, so got a whole bunch of content around the stuff going on. Loving meeting all the fun folks out here.
I mean, yeah. You showed up with an actual Kiss mask, so I do not know how I missed that. Like, I feel like that'd be a hard thing to miss. But then again, I was running around like
Intimate but
crazy.
big. Intimate conference, but still big. That's the awesome part. Still plenty of more contacts to make afterwards too. But we did see each
100%.
other. We still did see each other on the last day though. So we
Yeah,
did
I'm
do.
grateful for that. Grateful for that, Rob. And really appreciate you being here, recapping the Onchain Summit with us. And, like I said, for organizing the community, creating spaces, spaces where we can show up and support each other. So I will definitely be on your space on Friday. Share the info with me and I'll be there. By the way, we have a
Absolutely.
new guest who's just tuning in here right at the end. I don't know when this thing will end. To be completely honest with you, we could be here for a while. I'm sorry. The Sailing Ape from Brian on bass, you guys.
guys?
Let's give it up.
I've seen you all again, seen everybody here. We had a great time, right?
Hey, check this out. Check this out.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, she's got. It looks better on you than me. It was a little tight.
he had like the extra small on. He said he only could find an extra small. There's a lot of
Joe
photos.
only brought smalls of that shirt, so I had the same one on, and it did not fit me very well.
But it became
So
like an icebreaker, I was like, yeah.
I
By
had
the
a-
way, here's the explanation
sure.
here.
Pippin and I had we stayed at a hotel last night. We decided not to like bust a move all the way through to Portland, and I was like, man, I want to wake up in the morning and not be like, cracked out again. I'd love to stop and get normal sleep and then
Yeah.
like continue in the morning. And we stayed at a casino, and the casino's pool was like open all night. And so I was like, well, I don't have a swimsuit, but I had this and I went swimming. I was like, Brian Pace is my swimsuit.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So eventually I'll get changed, but like not right now. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I love to hear. I love how you went from like consecutive casino nights to actually staying at a casino. That's pretty cool. I can't say. I don't think anyone else did that. But yeah, Brian. So I call you Brian, the Sailing Ape. Just wanted to recap like the stream we just did. We were sharing our main takeaways, calls to action, just post videos, photos from the event. You were everywhere, man. I saw you. I saw Joe Cool dancing. He said he was physically sore from how much dancing he was doing. So I want to pass it back to you, but I see Callie Crypto has a hand up. So what's going on, Callie?
My apologies. Let me go ahead and put that down. It must be a glitch. X
No
is over
worries,
here
no
glitching
worries.
us out too.
Well, I just thought it was great how many projects were out there that were legitimate, right? And just we were all talking about how can we actually work together, just
Whoop, audio cut out. Sailing Ape. Check, check.
Can you hear me
Okay,
now?
there we go. You're back.
I should have my Bluetooth. My
Yep.
my headset like switches between my computer and phone automatically.
All good.
But Jesse was talking about, not surplus, but whatever word he used, where it's like everyone's coming. There's 1% of people onboarded. Like there's plenty to go around. Like there's no need for projects to fight. And I think you've heard, Rachel, from me and Joe, like we've always felt that way. Like we want to like support other base projects, and finding ways that we can all work together and show these people that are onboarding like what projects are legitimate, like who's actually willing to send their people and be doxxed. And there's a lot of talking going around that. I think we're going to be following up on that with other projects to see how we can do that. I loved Rex's car out there. That was sick.
Thanks.
Oh, we talked about that for a hot minute here today. And Rex, I don't know if you want to recap like some of the stuff you shared on the car and Driven Labo side of things.
On the car, geez, I don't even know where to begin. I don't know. Drawing a blank here.
Well, yeah. So we did discuss on this stream. Rex shared a little bit of alpha about something that he is working on. I don't know if you want to touch on that a little bit more,
Yeah.
but I think it's a cool opportunity.
I did talk to Joe Cool about it. I don't know if I talked to you about it, Sailing Ape, about our plan to work with different communities and do a cross-country race a la
Oh no, yeah, I told you I
Cannonball
might
Run.
have to stick my car in a trailer.
That's right. That's right.
And don't you guys have a Brian wrapped Tesla or Cybertruck or something? Isn't there something like that in the works for a
No.
giveaway?
So the Tesla and Cybertruck, like a Model S or Cybertruck, are gonna be given away. It's not necessarily wrapped. Plus, it really depends who wins it. If they actually get a car or they just get the
Right.
USDC, it's kind of up to them to decide on that too.
Okay. Cool. Well, I don't know how that can be baked in here, but I know you guys were talking about that. So,
I want a
awesome.
Cybertruck, so if I get one, I'm probably gonna wrap it because it would just be a good move. I feel like.
Very cool.
Hey, can I throw something? I just want to throw some flowers. Here we go at the Brian team, because they're really the ones that shined the light on the on Film3, our token on Zora, and they made that thing just like go, and it was that. I mean, it's just that their actions that caused other people to become interested in it, and for the token to do what it did, so that we could actually get to a point where our transaction fees. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but I'll just touch on it briefly here. Someone in the Film3 community had tried to trademark Film3, both the hashtag Film3 and just the term Film3. And it made it possible for us to have the funds, for the DAO to have the funds to then go and oppose those trademark filings. So that action was just like, it was so massive for us, and the fact that our token, our creator coin, because we have the Film3 handle on Zora, that token just automatically, like, it turned into the hashtag Film3, and made it so that we could, use that and the transaction fees and everything that we were, getting from that to pay to fight these trademarks, because it's expensive, and it was just it was awesome. So I'll forever be like throwing flowers at Brian and that whole team for doing that, and it's just like, it's such a great community, and such a great couple of people that I was happy to meet and spend some time with, and just like also learn about the pain and the dancing, and
Well, I was just
hilarious.
I was just happy to hear how much it helped, like that you were able to like go that route. We've been working with Million Bit a lot too. Keep buying his squares.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, huge shout out to Joe Cool, man. The Brian crew is awesome, and he showed up on our Zora as well. But it's an awesome story to hear, like how it just it probably, there was no grand plan, but it just ended up working out. And I think that's one of the takeaways, is like the seeds planted pay off, they grow.
Totally. And I'm looking at the Million Bit homepage now. I'm going to share this tab instead. How many Brians do we have on here?
A couple.
There's
I see a Brian
4
here.
to my count. Yeah, they're covering like every corner of it.
Well, that's
And
four
then I
big
think
ones,
Joe's
and
got
there's
his
one
own plots
tiny
too.
one hidden down somewhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a where's Waldo?
Well, it's the
But
green ones
also,
on the green on the right, the green on the left, and then the one
The
below.
middle, the middle one's mine with like the
oh, I
muscled
see a
out
little
Brian.
one. I see a little
Yeah.
Brian here.
Yeah, little guy.
Yeah, and then the
Well,
muscled
that's
out one.
Ebert.
Yeah.
I see Ebert on there.
Oh, where is Ebert?
Yeah, those
On the
Ebert
left.
guys were.
I see
Ebert guys are
Waldo,
cool.
Waldo's doodles. Speaking of which,
the left.
did anybody actually find Waldo at this event? I could not find Waldo at the event.
Do you not know what the story is?
I don't know.
Oh,
No,
man.
I
Oh,
don't
man.
know. I
Oh,
don't
well, we
know.
cracked that story in MySpace today. Yeah. So Waldo wasn't there. That's where he
No.
was.
Okay. But you know what?
Yeah,
That's pretty funny because he hid so well. It's like not showing up is the ultimate
Yes.
way to hide. Like you're
He
not even
literally,
findable.
he literally had people pretend that it was him in different places and taking pictures around
Wow.
the city when he really wasn't there. He tracked so many people. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm now getting the scoop. I thought it was something like that because I figured with Waldo, you know, eventually he'd pop out, he'd start vibing, talking to people, but I didn't see him one time. So checks out.
Yeah, he got us
Okay.
good. It's the ultimate Waldo lore.
Wow. That's wild.
He should have sent somebody like a little tiny one we could stick somewhere. That would
Like a
been hilarious.
mole. Like
Yeah.
a little, yeah. Awesome. Well, you guys, we've been going here for an hour and 45 minutes. So thank you everyone who's tuned in. I think we are getting close to 1,000 folks tuned in here. But yeah, we can go around and finish just, you know, final calls to action. We got 901 viewers right now. So if you're tuned in and you haven't shared this out yet, go ahead and hit retweet, share this out with your network so we can hit 1,000 before we drop off here today. But yeah, let's see. Who else do we still have for final thoughts and calls to action? Sorry,
I'll
I'm
give you one
kind of
more
losing.
thing, Rachel. You had like
Yeah,
the
that-
most professional setup ever. Like very, very
Thank you.
sick.
That means a lot, man. This did not happen overnight. It's like, you know, you just over the years accumulate like a little upgrade here, a little upgrade there, and I finally got my space to where I'm like, I'm so happy with it, you know. And I figured, okay, if you're sitting at your computer, if you're sitting at your desk a lot, why not dopamine hack it and make it like fun, right, and exactly how you want it? So I've just kind of done that throughout the years, and I'm very happy. I got the Onchain Media sign here now, so very happy with the setup. You too, Sailing 8, by the way. I've been on calls at you. You have a really dope setup as well.
Some days, not today, because I ran on it. I like just saw this like a minute ago on Telegram. Like,
Yeah.
Let me bump in there real quick.
All good. Well, before we start, I think Kristen just dropped off, probably not intentionally, but before we wrap things up here, I just want to make sure we get to everybody. So who still needs to go? I'm sorry, we have a full house here today. I think Million Bit. Let's pass it off to you next.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's all about the friends we made and got to connect with in real life. Super grateful. Also, you know, when you had the homepage up there, I'm always grateful that guys like Rob and Kevin jumped in. They got plots, you know, after I met them last year, which just kind of blew me away that anyone is participating in my fun little creative endeavor, and those guys just go above and beyond. They even got a plot for Dimes and some of their staff. So just really, it's all about the people, and Rob and Kevin letting us all come together is just like, I'm just beyond grateful for that. And looking forward to it next year. And to your point of getting your video reshared, you know, I'm looking forward to helping people make clips of their content.
Let's do it. And for those of you that are just tuning in or didn't hear earlier, Million Bit homepage has actually created a tool for clipping and creating little shorts from Twitter Spaces, videos, podcasts, you name it. It's called Clipperoni, and we're actually going to be clipping this live stream and making little shorts from this as well.
Absolutely. Powered by AI. Yeah. It's quite a time to be alive.
Absolutely. Well, Million Bit, so grateful for you being here, and thank you for being, you know, a day one OG supporter of everything that I've built. So thank you, and happy to support you as always, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us, and always happy to help you out any way we can.
Really appreciate it, man. All right, we got Kristen back. We got Jonna. I'm kind of losing track here with all the folks we have. So whoever wants to jump in, Jonna, I think we'll go through your calls to action, or Kristen.
Oh. My bad. No, I just wanted to, sorry, Jonna. I just wanted to say something. We were talking about mental health and stuff a little bit earlier, and I just like want to remind people, you know, when you feel like you're getting caught up in a lot, you know, and just like whether you're, you know, a creator or a supporter, like the job is like, it's still a lot, right? And just being in this space and supporting and being in this space and creating and like, and just constantly here and grinding. Plus you got your family and your, you know, stuff that you're balancing out with your life. I just want to remind that like that what we're really all here for, and I said this in your documentary, and I felt like it was just really important, is that like we're here for connection, you know, and these IRL events are sort of like an opportunity to like recharge, reconnect with people, and make new connections and just do the thing, right? Because when we're able to connect, we're, you know, we can meet eye to eye with people, and we could say like, this is what I do, I know what you do, let's put our skills and talents and everything on the table, and see what we build together. And you know, building, like humans building together is just like such a natural thing. It's like, it's just what we do. And so that in and of itself is just such a recharging thing. And so I'm just over the moon with this whole Onchain Summit thing, the Film3 Festival, even reconnecting here. It's just about connection. You know, sure, there's the technology, sure, there's the crypto, you know, just pump our bags and all that stuff, but it's like all that stuff can melt away. It's all about connections. So just take
Amen.
that.
Could
Take that away.
not have said it better myself. It's about the humans. It's about the impact, connecting together in the community. And, you know, that really kind of parallels like the reason Jonna and I wanted to tell this story of on-chain humans and impact. Like, I feel like this is what a lot of us are here for. It's the people, it's the community, right? I think technology should solve problems for people. It should make people's lives tangibly better in some way. And that's what a lot of us, I think, are here for on the stream today. And Jonna, I'm curious if you have any final calls to actions, takeaways, thoughts, what anything you want to share.
Just thank you again so much. And also just a reminder, like to echo what Kristen said, like I come from a family of mixed races, different countries. And so like for me, that was a gift because it teaches you to not see people, to see them as different, because we really all are one. We're all made of that same stardust at a cellular level. And so like what Kristen was saying, when we can connect and come together, like that's really when the magic happens. So like Rachel and I met 4 or 5 years ago, we physically bumped into each other. So it's like, I say, go to these events, or go to these events with an open heart. Definitely be intentional about what you want to, get out of it, but also be spontaneous and just let things happen, because that's how I met Rachel. And also that's how I met this guy, Josh, who was doing the marketing for the Onchain Summit. It was like, we physically bumped into each other, and he ended up taking this amazing photo for a group that, so like, to me, that's what these types of things are all about. And just remember, we are all one and we are all connected. So thank you so much, Rachel, and everyone here. Like, I think you're amazing. You inspire me.
We love you, Jonna. Super grateful for you being here and for everything you've done with Onchain Media, Onchain Humans and Impact, and the base community. So just super grateful for you. And again, I got to cut myself off, or I will continue to throw flowers at all of you nonstop. Yeah, I'm not sure. Did we get to everybody here? Do we hear everyone's final calls to action?
I think we did. But
All
what's
right,
up, Bodie?
Bodie's call to action is more treats, please.
Your husband was trying to sneak in, or
he was saying hello. He's with BMX. He was there and just saw a bunch of familiar faces and wanted to come pop in real quick. But yeah, Bodie was at the event. Some of you might remember seeing him. He had a little like vest on at the event, and like really kind of was leaning into the tech starter found up vibes in San Francisco, So anyway, you guys, we're going on 2 hours here. Let's see if we made it to 1,000 people tuning in. We're at 926. So we got pretty close. I know some of us might have to hop off, get dinner, sleep, take care of ourselves. So unless anybody wants to unmute and share any closing thoughts or calls to action, if anyone has a space coming up, show anything you want to share, just anything in general, feel free to unmute.
Well, I got something, but I feel like I've been talking a lot. So if someone else has something, then if you feel like you gotta just jump in front of me, but I'm kind of stoked. This is we're coming off of this film festival, but and we're coming into this week. I mean, it's already Tuesday. We got some big things going on with Flannel Donuts. So before we left for the festival, we got a what's it called? A letter of intent from the building owner for this gorgeous like dome structure that is 8,321 square feet for us to launch our studio at. So we're going to be finally moving Flannel Donut out of our garages and into a large studio.
Go.
And it's going to be incredible. It's a raw building, so we have to do the build out and all that stuff. But if you head to flannel_donut on Twitter, you can see it's the article that I wrote about about our plans on what we want to do is pinned to the top. One of the exciting things that we want to do is that it's not just a studio space. We're really interested in building in public and having people, inviting people in, and so they could see how stop motion takes place. And it's just such an exciting thing because of all the sets and all the puppets that get built, and just the whole process is really fascinating.
That's an awesome looking building.
Yeah, it's a pretty rad building, huh? And
right?
So what's happening there is that we've got the front part of it is going to be a cafe and donut shop, right? So Flannel Donut, and people can come in. It's they could be, they could sit and stay and feel like the creativity in the space. But also like they'll be able to see behind, it's a wide open structure inside. So, we'll have, glass and stuff so people can like peer through and see what we're doing. And then a fun idea that we're still developing is we're gonna have the based donut for once a month.
I was gonna say I want a flannel donut now.
Right,
I mean, that would be incredible. Like just like a donut with a little flat flannel pattern on top.
Yeah, right. So, but I think so. The flannel donut, maybe we'll have to develop that for like something pretty cool. I think you're onto something there. But the base donut is a pretty interesting idea. So once a month we'll have a donut that gets filled with the based blue cream. Okay, and so there's only one. There's only one that exists, and so for the entire month, people will be like transacting. We'll have a percentage of every single transaction goes into a wallet. And then whoever bites into the base donut, it's like you win that wallet. So we figured it would be a really fun way to kind of bring people into base, into crypto, and just kind of welcome them into this world IRL in this studio that we've got going on. So Portland's a kind of crazy, quirky place. We love weird and wild ideas. So it's right at home. The landlord loved it. The building owners loved the concept. And so this week we've got a bunch of meetings lined up so that we can take our first steps. And I don't know if they call it breaking ground in a building that already exists, but it's like it's pretty raw inside. It's gravel and then just this gorgeous. And look who's awake, by the way.
What up?
Wait, who?
Is that Pepper?
Oh,
Pepper's in the
Pippin!
building. Let's go.
Pippin, what's
Breaking
up?
ground. We're pouring
Pippin.
slabs.
Yeah, we
What's
gotta
up,
pour.
Portland in the house? Film3
We're creating
fam.
the base in this bad boy.
Hey,
So
yeah. Oh, and Rachel, can you scroll back up to the building? You know it's crazy. We were talking we showed this to Jesse, and he was like, "Yo, I see base written all over that building." It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
first thing he said.
yeah, it was crazy. I was like, "No kidding, man!" Like,
You got
I
blue
mean, look at the
squares
little
everywhere.
squares, man.
Right?
Is
Yeah,
anybody
I was like-
else seeing base everywhere now? Is anyone else
Yeah.
seeing blue squares everywhere?
yeah, totally. So
That's the thing.
yeah, so it'll be exciting. It'll be fun. We've got a new.
Can I just share?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it. I know there's a neuroscience term for this, probably, Jonna, right? When you first hear of something or see
No, I was
something,
going to
you see it
say
everywhere.
it's your reticular. Yeah, it's your reticular activating system. It's your RAS. So once you hear about it, you'll see it everywhere.
That's pretty
Yeah.
rad. Pretty Raz.
She's
Yeah.
got the term. It's called Bader Meinhof.
Yeah, it's a thing that happens if you buy like a white Jetta or something, and then now like suddenly you
Yeah.
see white Jettas everywhere. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
When you start to like your whatever that reticular brain thingy that you were talking about.
Yeah, it's your reticular activating system. Exactly.
It's so cool.
That's so cool.
Let's coin it. Let's I don't know, make a post about this and coin it.
Yeah. so that's pretty exciting. We're stoked to finally kick that off. We got a number of really cool projects coming up. We did your boy Nancy's pilot episode, which showed at the Film3 festival. I cut that his trailer, and we had an amazing animation team on that. And we kicked the doors in this February. We launched our first series called "You Play Too Much," starring Fred Armisen. That also played at the film festival. And then we've had a couple of short films from there, but we really hope to be able to scale in the very near future to do feature films. So that's what we got our eye on. I think the place is going to be pretty awesome. I really look forward to having like a bustling, creative spot where people can come in and enjoy what we're building and enjoy a nice cup of coffee. And then of course our donuts are created by like a James Beard recognized baker in Portland who, came up with this, the recipe for a very popular donut shop called Blue Star Donuts. And so we're going to be meeting with her pretty soon, and she's going to help us like get that whole thing down, because it has to be delicious, right? I can't just have like, sub-rate donuts in the shop. So
also you're going to collaborate with a blue donut company. It's like everything is just the building is based, I didn't even know. The stars are aligning. You cannot make this stuff up.
Seriously.
You mean the blue stars are aligning?
Yeah, blue.
There you go. Yeah. I missed that one. But yeah, totally. And I just love everything you guys are doing. You have an Emmy award-winning director on your guys' team, which, by the way, I was honored to have him on the Onchain Media podcast as well. And man, this guy, the more I see his work, like me and my partner, we were actually watching his work in our spare time just on YouTube. It's really good. To hear Fred Armisen's voice come through too. It's like, you guys are really working with some heavy hitters. From the Gorillas, from Kevin Hart's new show. You guys just have a very expansive network of creators, and it's very inspiring to see.
Yeah, thanks. It's
very, very based.
It's good. Yeah, it's so much fun to be here and to be like just in this space and like it's super inspiring. The whole IRL thing has just been like something that I have dreamed of. And being able to incorporate base and, the IRL thing and do what we love to do, all at the same time is just like it's a dream come true. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of work, but
it's really good. Yeah. And I just want to reiterate the interview that your last interview.
With
oh
my God.
Brooker. It was lightning in a freaking bottle.
Yeah.
I can't wait to share it, you guys. I interviewed the supervising director of Kevin Hart's new show. Kristen and Pippin brought him in, and you guys, it was just such a I don't know, the stars again were really aligning in that moment. Totally impromptu. He comes in and we were just spitting bars. You guys, it was like just inspirational, like all the things. I don't have the right words for it.
Well, let me put it this way, Rachel. He was like, "No, I'm not doing it." Hold on. Just stop for a second. You stop for a second. It's my turn. So he was like, "No, he's like, I'm not ready. I'm not camera ready. I don't even know what this is." And I'm like, hey, it's totally fine. You can say no. And all of a sudden, Rachel comes busting out.
Open the door.
And her
come back.
charisma and her energy, he was just like, okay, let's do it.
I'll do it. Yeah.
It was amazing.
He's like, I don't even think I'm just off the plane. I don't think I washed my face or anything. We're like, oh, it's okay. Rachel's boom through the door. She's like, hey, you guys. And he's like, all right, I'm doing it.
Man, I was looking through to find a photo to share before we went live, but it's buried somewhere in chats and photos. So that will be released shortly, you guys. My video editor is working on that, so very excited. Also, we got an interview with some folks here as well. We got Brian on bass, an interview with Brian on bass coming out. I got 2 interviews with Rex from Driven Labo that I'm going to combine into one. And yeah, just very, very excited to help tell the story of different projects, builders, creatives, and having someone who worked on Kevin Hart's show coming on just kind of blew me away. That's just kind of the people. Once you're connected with Kristen and Pippin, then it's just like a rocket ship to the moon, basically. I guess.
But you, Rachel, man, I'm telling you, it's like Rachel Onchain. You're gonna have to change it to like Rachel on Fire or something.
This is John. John has started saying that. Oh my God.
Great minds think alike, Jonna, huh?
Much love to you guys. Well, listen, I know we're at like 2 hours here. This might actually be the longest live stream I've ever done, but like absolutely so needed, so worth it. You guys, we're at 994 viewers live right now. If we could get 6 people to just retweet the 6 new people to jump in,
Be right
we will
back.
make
I'm
it to
gonna
1K. Kristen's gonna go rally the troops in the background. All right, so just to kind of put a bow on things here as we get to 1K viewers live, does anybody have any other final thoughts? I know Rex has to dip, so Rex, any closing thoughts before you drop?
Just wanted to say it's great to see all of you again. I had such a great time and made some really solid friendships that I know are going to last. So thank you, everybody. Whether you are here or here in spirit, you know, and you're watching it and you were at Onchain Summit. Appreciate everybody building on base. But yeah, that's about it. I got to go feed my animals and I guess my family too. They're probably hungry. So
See you, Rex.
Not in that particular order, but
yeah. All right.
All right.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Rex. Okay. All right. Closing thoughts. Whoever wants to jump in next, share any calls to action.
Rachel, also want to just let you know that I got a picture of the manager that we were talking about, and I put a quick video into the live that you shared up on X.
Do you want to share your screen and show real quick? Or I can, if it's on our chat, I could possibly share.
Yeah, it's in that chat that you just tagged us all in right there.
See.
In the comments. And also I want to thank you for also giving me an extra ticket for my buddy Hoquito that happened to come to his first event ever. I was the first educator that he's met in crypto, and I was also able to be the first person with your help to be able to take him to a first IRL event, and he absolutely loved it, and he absolutely loved how hard he respected how hard you worked. And then he saw me and he was like, dude, you guys are crazy, but I love it. He's like, you guys killed it.
We work well together. And I told you, Cali Crypto, at the end of the event, I was like, I don't know what this is going to be like collaborating with Onchain Media, but you know, I could really use the support and just seeing the way you stepped up. I mean, that's the kind of drive and just hunger, right, to show up and support others. Like, I definitely want that kind of energy around. So we'll definitely keep collaborating. And yeah, shout out to your friend as well, who was able to come in. You know, every ticket I gave was like a very intentional thing. Like, okay, this is someone I care about. I want them to be able to come. I want them to be able to like join the event and get value out of it. So I'm glad that ended up being a net positive thing for you guys. Yeah. So, all right, we are over 2 hours, and you guys, we have officially surpassed 1,000 viewers live. Shout out to the over 1,000 people watching live, taking time out of their day to, you know, hear from us, connect with the community, and thank you to all you guys for taking 2 hours out of your day to sit here with us. And yeah, any final words of wisdom, calls to action, anything you guys want to share? Million Bit, what's going on?
Yeah, we are doing a space tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. If anyone wants to jump on and hang out and chat more about, you know, what happened at the summit, you know, just making sure that we keep these connections alive with folks. And I will be trying to do more regular spaces and live streams now that summer is winding down. Yeah, we're just going to try to keep that channel open to hang out with our friends online until we can meet again.
Awesome. Well, Million, if you can share that in our Let's Touch Base community, we'll definitely go ahead and amplify that, and I will pull up if I don't have anything scheduled at that time. And yeah, man, really appreciate you again for being here, for being such a big powerhouse, a supporter in our ecosystem, and just grateful for you, man.
Oh, thanks. Those are mighty words. I'm, you know, try to be humble,
they're
and I'm just
true,
doing what I can, using the skills that I have that I'm good at to try to contribute, you know, wherever I can. So yeah, let me know any way I can help, and I will try.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man.
I think they need a larger place next year. Like, I mean, they sold out tickets, and we went back to our community. We're like, hey, like, you guys need to come to this next year, and there's not going to be space. Like, they're going to need a bigger center.
Interesting. Yeah, that's something I think to bring up to Kevin. yeah, I'll likely be chatting with Kevin and can bring this up to him and just say like, what do plans look like for, when we kind of expand this. And I think we were touching on something with Rob, like the regional events, right? Expanding to other communities, events. I think Art Basel, they're talking about doing something. So I think there's a lot in the realm of like expanding this that we could do. By the way, I see a message from Jonna. Jonna, if you got to jump, that's totally cool. I just want to show one little video that we pulled up from earlier. You know what I'm going to pull up? Our dancing video from the event, just to show you guys the level of fun that we have at these things. I mean, Jonna and I, we don't have to be at an event to have fun. Just as soon as we see each other, we're laughing. It's like, like this childlike joy. And this is us dancing together at the event. People ask, "Oh, did you guys coordinate on your outfits?" We just both ended up wearing like long twirly skirts, so it was a lot of fun. Anyway, the end of that. Jada, much love to you. I can't hear you anymore, but I think you're muted.
Much love to you
There
too.
you go.
Thank you, everyone. This was amazing. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Donna. All right, I think we're gonna call it, you guys. Sailing Ape, Cali Crypto. Any final calls to actions or words of wisdom, takeaways?
Showing up every single day. We look forward to seeing you, Rachel. We look forward to seeing you, Sailing Ape, and we look forward to seeing you, Million Bits. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your week and look forward to tomorrow. Let's get it.
Woo-woo.
See y'all.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sailing Ape, Cali Crypto, Million Bit, everyone, over 1,000 people that tuned in to watch this live stream today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Shout out to Kristen and Pippin. I think they dropped off, but we are going over 2 hours here, so I'm gonna call it, you guys. This is officially the longest Onchain Media live stream ever in Onchain Media history. So thank you guys for being a part of it.
Hey, thanks
Thank you,
again for having
guys.
us.